Go there. Mr Deputy President, I rise today to speak about Varuna, the National Writers' House, one of the many hidden gems of the Blue Mountains arts and cultural community. Varuna's mission is to inspire the creation of Australian writing that enriches and shapes our culture and to facilitate writing that is celebrated nationally and internationally. They support the development of excellence and innovation and diversity in their writing work. Varuna has a unique history. Originally the home of writers Eleanor Dark and Dr Eric Dark, the house and gardens of Varuna were gifted to the Australian public by their son Mick Dark in 1989 to be used as a retreat for writers. And if you visit Varuna, a stunning Art Deco mansion on the Clifftop Drive at Katoomba, surrounded in solitude by amazing gardens, you will see a plaque at the entry door celebrating the opening of Varuna by the former Liberal Arts Minister, the Honourable Peter Collins. Since this time, Varuna has inspired a generation of new Australian writing through its program of fellowships and writers' residences. Earlier this year, I was pleased to visit Varuna House and to meet some of the writers and residents working away in a peaceful but collaborative creative environment. I presented a grant of $100,000 on behalf of the Minister for the Arts for a new wheelchair-accessible studio. This grant for the 1930s Katoomba property was received under the New South Wales Government's Creative Capital Fund, targeted to assist in capital works in arts venues in Western Sydney. Being a classic Art Deco building, the Writers' Retreat has accessibility challenges compounded by heritage considerations for those writers who may need a wheelchair or other mobility assistance. This grant will largely pay for a separate but integrated accessible accommodation garden studio for writers to use while still participating in the atmosphere and unique life of Varuna. This year, Varuna House will be hosting the inaugural Blue Mountains Writers' Festival held on the 23rd to 25th of August 2019. The Blue Mountains Writers' Festival will be a celebration of place, writers, writing and reading with the best writers and thinkers from around Australia coming together to share ideas, spark conversation and inspire creativity. An inspiring program that involves many venues in the Katoomba region includes poetry, dance, children's programs, workshops and studios, as well as various dinners. One highlight is the participation of visiting Indian poet and dancer Tisha Doshi and her latest collection called Girls Coming Out of the Woods, clearing the ground to scatter their stories. I'm looking forward to attending and I encourage other members to get to the Blue Mountains that weekend for what is sure to be a great inaugural Writers' Festival. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the board of Varuna and the many volunteers, and particularly the chair of Varuna's board, Ms Jennifer Scott, and the executive director, Vichy Stewart, both of whom are extremely dedicated women who seek to foster deep appreciation of Australian literature and to share the transformative power of the written word.